So are you also using Wix Forms on your website to receive any kind of form submissions for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we are going to understand how to create Pipedrive person on Wix Forms submission. So I have created a contact form using Wix Forms, and here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission, then automatically the person who has made the form submission should be created as a new person in my Pipedrive account. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Wix Forms with my Pipedrive account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So I use Wix Forms on my website to capture inquiries or leads. And now it's important to organize and follow up with these leads efficiently. So by automatically creating a Pipedrive person, whenever someone submits a Wix form, I can ensure that every lead is instantly added to my CRM without any manual effort. This makes it easy for me to track, manage and nurture my leads, whether it's sending them personalized follow-ups or assigning them to my sales team. This automation saves me time, keeps my process seamless and helps me close more deals effectively. So here I've already built an automation where I've connected my Wix Forms with my Pipedrive account using an automation software. And now here firstly in this video we are going to see the working of this amazing automation that I've already built by simply making a form submission over here. So here my objective is that whenever I will receive a new form submission through this particular Wix form, then automatically a new person should be created in my Pipedrive account for the same. So here we are going to test it by simply making a form submission over here. So I'm going to click on the submit. But here before clicking on the submit, you can see the pre-filled data over here, that is first name, last name, email and the phone number. So I'm going to click on the submit. And here you can see it says thanks, we received your submission. That means we have successfully made a form submission over here. So now let's go and check our Pipedrive account. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here I'm going to scroll it little down, and here you can see we have successfully created a new person with the name demo customer. Here you can see the label as hot lead, and here you can see the email address and the phone number. So with this we have successfully seen the working of this amazing automation. Now here in this video we are going to learn step by step that how you can create this automation by simply connecting your Wix Forms with your Pipedrive account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software, and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. So here on my screen you can see Pabbly Connect's homepage, and you can visit it by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect/ina/ in your browsers. And here you can see two options, that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection I need to create a workflow first. So for that here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box I have to give a name to my workflow. So I'm going to give the name as create Pipedrive person on Wix Forms submission. And now here after giving a name to my workflow, it is asking me to select the folder. So here in the left side corner of this dashboard you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So now here in this particular case I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. So now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Wix Forms, as I am receiving new form submissions through Wix Forms. So Wix Forms is a tool that lets you easily create online forms for your websites like contact forms, surveys, or event RSVPs. It's a part of the Wix website builder and doesn't require any coding skills. So here in my Wix Forms trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new form submission, so that whenever I'm going to receive new form submission through Wix Forms, then automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow is going to get triggered. Okay, so here after selecting my trigger event, you can see I've received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Wix Forms with Pabbly Connect. So here, following the instructions given below, firstly here I'm going to copy this webhook URL. And here I've already logged in my Wix Forms account. So this is my Wix Forms account, and here I've already selected my website in which I've connected my form. So now from here you can see we have received the option for automations in the left side bar over here. So here under automations, I'm going to select automations only. And here under automations, I'm going to create a new automation by clicking on this new automation button given on the top right corner. And then a create a new automation dialog box has appeared in front of you. So here we are going to start from scratch. So here I'm going to click on this start from scratch. And then here I'm going to give a name to my automation. So here I'm going to give the name as new form submission. And here after giving a name to my automation, it is asking me to select the trigger. So here in this trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger application as Wix Forms, as I'm receiving new form submissions through Wix Forms. And then here it is asking me to select a trigger. So here as a trigger event, I'm going to select my trigger event similar to the one that I've selected in my Pabbly's workflow. So I'm going to select form submitted, and then here it is asking me select which forms triggers this automation. So here in this particular field, I need to select the form that triggers this automation. So here I've created only a single form on my website, so that's why I'm selecting any over here, but if you want, then you can select a specific form also. So now here after this field, it is asking me to limit frequency to. So for that I'm going to select don't limit, scrolling little down, and then here it is asking me to choose an action. So I need to select my action application where I want to receive this particular response. So here for the action, I'm going to select my action as send via webhook, because I want to receive this response via webhook. And then here it is asking me for the target URL field. So here in this target URL field, I need to enter the webhook URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow. So this is the webhook URL, and then here I'm going to select all keys and values, and after adding all the required details, I'm going to click on this activate button given over here. And with this, we have successfully activated our automation, or you can say we have successfully set up a webhook inside our Wix Forms. So with this, we have successfully connected our Wix Forms with Pabbly Connect. And now here you can see as it is waiting for webhook response. That means here to receive a webhook response, we need to do a test submission. And to do a test submission, we need to generate a test response in our Wix Forms. So for that, let me take you back to my forms. Here I'm going to refresh it. Here I'm going to scroll it little down. And here you can see the form of my website. So here I'm going to enter some dummy data and do a test submission. So here for the first name, I'm going to enter the name as test, last name as customer, email as testcustomer 33322@pablytudes.com. And here for the phone number, I'm going to enter random phone number. And then here I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see it says thanks, we received your submission. So now let's go and check our Pabbly's workflow. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the phone number, email address, last name, scrolling little down. Here you can see the first name and some other details as well. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we have received a new form submission through our Wix Forms, I want to add the person who has made the form submission as a new person in my Pipedrive account as well. So for that, I need to connect my Pipedrive with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So here I'm going to select my action application as Pipedrive. So Pipedrive is a sales management tool that helps businesses track and manage their sales processes. It's like having a digital sales pipeline where you can see all your deals, tasks, and customer interactions in one place. So here in my Pipedrive action step, I'm going to select my action event as create a person, so that whenever a new form submission is received through my Wix Forms, then automatically a new person for that should be created in my Pipedrive account as well. And now here to connect my Pipedrive with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Pipedrive account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, it is asking me for the API token. So here, following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my Pipedrive account, and from here I'm going to click on my profile icon given in the top right corner, and here under my profile icon I'm going to select personal preferences. And here under personal preferences, I'm going to click on this API. And here under API, you can see I've received my API token. So I'm going to copy it. But if you wish, then you can generate the new token and then copy it. So now moving back to Pabbly's workflow. And here I'm going to enter my API token. Now here after entering the API token, I'm going to click on the save given over here. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the name, phone number, email, and some other details. So now here, instead of manually entering these details, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I've received in my trigger step. Mapping makes a text dynamic, so that whenever I'm going to receive new form submission through Wix Forms, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So I'm going to map my lead's name. So here I'm going to select first name first, space, and then the last name. Moving forward, here for the label, I'm going to select the label as customer, and here for the phone number, I'm going to map the phone number. Here for the email, I'm going to map the email. Moving forward, here this organization and owner are not required fields, so here I'm going to leave them blank. But if you want to add any other detail, then you can do it as per your need. And then here for visible to, I'm going to select item owner. And then here for the first name, I'm going to map the first name of my lead. Here I'm going to map the last name. Moving forward, again this labels is not a required field, so here I'm going to leave it blank. And now here, after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully created a new person in our Pipedrive account for the new form submission received through our Wix Forms. So now let's go and check our Pipedrive account. Here I'm going to click on this contacts, and here I'm going to refresh my window first. And now here I'm going to scroll it little down, and here you can see we have successfully created a new person in our Pipedrive account with the name test customer. You can see the label, here you can see the email address and a random phone number. So with this, we have successfully set up our entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as Wix Forms and our action as Pipedrive, so that whenever I'm going to receive new form submission through Wix Forms, then automatically the person who has made the form submission is going to be created as a new person in my Pipedrive account as well. Okay, so these were the steps to how to create Pipedrive person on Wix Form submission. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. So now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can simply visit our website, that is www.pabbly.com. So now if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.